Dirty D. I have a quote, but I want you to finish it, okay?
Oh, gosh.
The journey to perfection starts with
accepting faults. I feel like that's really good.
the journey to perfection.
Profession or perfection?
Perfection
There you go, accepting faults.
starts with the first step, one step.
I feel like mine's better, but
Well, actually, I might have made that up. I'm not 100% sure, but
you're trying to be Mike the
I
situation?
don't know. I wanted to starting every show with a quote, and I didn't do it, so I just thought of something really quick. But I don't know. Have I heard that before, or is that?
You watched Jersey Shore.
I don't know. Anyways, I have a special episode today. No, normally, all jokes, all games. I talk shit to her. She gets pissed. We do it over and over.
Our life.
Everyone thinks I'm horrible. This one is more of a serious episode.
Yes.
Before we start, what do you guys think of the new set?
What was it?
Our
Moving
third-
on
Our
up.
third set. We just keep moving rooms. But the only thing I don't like about this is it seems really echoey in here, so we need some curtains.
I told you.
But anyways, okay. So this special after-school special episode is about health, fitness, specifically diabetes. The big D word, not that big D. Stop. Bro, come on. Anywho, so I've had diabetes for what?
At least
I
10
didn't
years.
know you, though, when I had it.
No,
That's right.
I mean, you knew you had
Oh,
diabetes, but you
I
weren't.
was married, so I don't think I knew.
No. But you were just starting your journey with it when we had first started.
So it started in like my early 30s.
Yeah.
So at first it was like, at first I was scared because I was in the hospital.
Well, you're in the hospital. Yeah.
Like, you're going to die. Well, I don't know, whatever. They kept poking me every night with me. I was just like, this, I am going to die. Then when I got out, I was actually scared. Like, damn, what's going to, the doctors talk to you and like, this will kill you slowly but surely. I mean, you could say the same thing about a chick. She might kill you slowly but surely too. I mean, it's like, how do you want to go? I'd rather go by your
Pick your stride.
So, but in the beginning, it was no big deal. They put me on the meds.
Yeah.
I was eating good, of course, because I was scared, and I was exercising. Within like a month, my levels were just so low. I had to go to the doctor, and they were like, "Oh, okay, we got to
Get you off the med."
I was like, "That's it? Diabetes? That's all you bring? Beat it like that?" I was like a second round knockout. I was like, "Come on, this is easy, right?" As the years have gone on,
as your body gets older,
but it wasn't even in the beginning. I wasn't on meds for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
Because it was just easy. And
I think the last 5.
Okay, I don't know. No, I wasn't on meds before then.
No.
Oh, I've been on meds last.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So I was like, is this really even a thing? Like,
Yeah.
It's nothing. All of a sudden, in the last couple years, it felt like, you say 5, I feel like a couple, 3, but whatever, we'll go with you. It's just like now, if I can have a perfect week, but I have one bad weekend, and I'm just like, the whole next week I feel like a POS, piece of shizzy. You know what I mean? I like no energy, angry, grumpy, agitated. This one doesn't help out by triggering me. But I just noticed it's like, dude, it's a lot harder now to like get it back. Like I can't just go and
work out for a couple days.
Like I used to get drunk,
Vegas.
Hit the strip clubs.
You don't even like strip clubs.
I feel like I need to get a legit wink down. Like that'll be my thing.
I can't wink either.
I I feel like both eyes.
They do.
I was like, say, I feel like use a word you shouldn't use anymore. But anyways, so that's why so this year I even said, I was like, you know, make me an appointment. I need to get into the hospital. I need to get like.
You're just tired of feeling the way you're feeling.
I'm tired of like ups and downs.
Because you can't bounce back how you were.
Well, before it used to be like if I went on a binge, I was in trouble.
Yeah.
Now it's like, bro, like 2 days of, and it's basically just eating bad.
Yeah.
You know, I'm assuming the drinking doesn't help, but I've really kind of cut back on the drinking.
Yeah.
So I feel like it's more just the eating. The drinking leads to the bad eating, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah.
Drunk and I'm like, oh, let's go to
Jack in the Box.
Jack, which actually right now Jack in the Box is a hit. Dang, a couple tacos.
We don't have a cheat day coming.
Cheeseburger. But anyways, now a bad 2 days.
Oh, you're done for like 2 weeks.
I'm done for like 2 weeks before I can get out of it. Of like 2 weeks of eating good, doing it, and during the week it's pretty solid. I maybe snack a little too much. If this one leaves candies around, she's like she loves her little sweet.
Oh yeah.
Sweets. Problem is for me they're like poison, and I feel like you're trying to poison me.
No,
you know what I mean? Like
no. When there's
leave them out like little.
There's leftover stuff from like an order that I make or a pop-up that I have, you get into them. So like tomorrow I have an order I have to make and you'll probably pop into that.
I mean, if it's good, I don't want to this isn't to bash the dirty one, but lately the snacks, your homemade snacks.
Oh gosh, because they're healthy. You just don't like them because they're sugar-free, or I use alternatives.
The stuff that you're making to sell. You're selling people sugar-free?
Oh, no, to sell, no, it's regular. So what don't you like? Like those cookie cups I made were so good.
Just saying they ain't hitting like they used to. So, but I left a Yelp review. Go check it out. Read it for yourself. But anyway, so let's get back to the issue. So we both were like,
let's just do it.
Let's do it. And then what happened? Where are we now? Mid-February? So what happened in January?
We kind of...
Nothing really. I mean, not bad, but it's just...
No, we just haven't pushed ourselves the way we said we're going to.
Get on a little run and
then stop.
Get on a little run, fall. I feel like the eating has still been good.
Yeah.
The problem is that I feel like ever since January started, our binges have gotten a little bit crazy. Like too much fast food.
Yes.
Because we weren't doing fast food
at all.
So now it's just like Friday, Saturday, like, let's just get some fast food.
It's just easier. But it's hard because one, it is what you eat, yes. But we always know what we're having for lunch. Like lunch is always the same thing.
I mean, salad every day.
Every single day. And we do, breakfast is the same. The only thing is breakfast, you like pancakes.
No, I don't like pancakes. I love
pancakes. No, there's a new way to do it.
Flip it.
Like this. The kids are doing it a different way now.
Well, I don't like kids.
I like this.
So anyway, so we're like, what the heck? You know, we're still in the same. Like,
yes.
We're doing.
We just
good,
need to.
We want to go to the next level. So anyway, the whole way this whole started is this past weekend we went down to San Diego, family party, ate like shit again.
I know.
But I was, you remember Sunday at breakfast, right?
Yes.
Who was I sitting next to?
Soaps. You call them Soaps.
And it's like, Soaps has been buff for, I would say, I know it's not true, but I feel like since he was, you know what I mean? Like he's been buff ever
since I've met him.
Actually, no.
Yeah.
Actually, when we were in high school, no, he was just
no.
He was. I don't remember him ever. Like he was never like fat. He says that he was like overweight, but he was just like normal build. But I think it was when he went. That's why we got talking about. I think it was when he went down to San Diego that he really. I don't know. Anyways, point is, I was sitting next to Soaps, and I'm just like. I just turned to like look at what he's eating, and his arm, because it was a tight little table, that fool's arm is like
show the
somebody's back, like huge, and it was just right here. I could just feel that heat coming off, it just pulsating on my neck. I was like, damn, bro, what's up with those cannons? Like he's buff. So not only did it make me feel kind of like a little bit kind of like a little bee, because I'm just like, dude, that's how my arm should be, you know? Anyways, it just kind of like when we got home, I was just thinking about it, like, babe, Sotz's arms are like tree trunks, man. They're just like, I don't know, I liked it. And I'm like, you know what? I've never, ever in my life been like that buff. In my peak, in my 20s, me and Ward used to hit the gym every day. I didn't have any kid, you know what I mean? And that was probably the strongest I was, but I wasn't eating good. I told you I was living with my grandma, and she was a great
Grandma's
cook,
always
she just made so much, so I was just getting bigger, but there was just no like cuts or anything.
Yeah.
But that was my best. And even then it wasn't that, and I was throwing up some weight, you know, just so you know, I wasn't pumping around. I wasn't 15, you know.
Baby presses.
No, like I was, you know, throwing up plates. PLATES plates. And I was getting, like, I felt strong. I felt, you know, good. But I never was able to get those big ass cuts and all that. So, anyways, I said, maybe we need like a little jump start. You know what I mean? Like
we need
a little nitrous. We need to click something to shoot us forward. So I'm like, let's contact I just said who's like the buffest dude I know.
Yeah.
So boom. Let's call him up. Who's the best in shape chick you know?
Chris. Like in age wise, you know, Chris, I don't know, but age wise for women,
it's harder.
Yeah, because I'm in.
Spit it out. Just spit it
I'm in perimenopause.
Peri who?
Yeah, it's like before. No, it's before menopause. Like I'm not in full menopause. But when you get over 40, it's harder
menopause.
Yes, it's harder for women to lose weight.
I gotta get my Tinder account back going.
This guy.
What?
Okay.
Wait.
You can't even stay awake half a day, so stop it.
What is it called?
Menopause. No, I'm not in menopause, but it's starting.
It's turned out to be the worst day of my life. This is supposed to be about diabetes. There's a bigger issue going on. Menopause, isn't that when everything dries up?
No. Nope.
Straight raisin?
When you're 60, yes, that's menopause, not in menopause. But see, the way you act right now is why women there's such a stigma around it.
You know I'm already a villain. Why would you throw that out? Now I'm even more.
Yep.
God, we need to pre-plan an episode where I actually come out looking good.
Okay, well then don't act like Nope. No.
All right, so before Desiree just stole it and made the show all about her, it's supposed to be about me and my journey.
I'm just saying it's a struggle for women too.
So, anyways, so that was those are the first two that came to our
because Chris has it down. So she's like,
and Chris, they're freaks. They're absolute freaks.
She doesn't let anything like stop her. Like anytime she's hungry, she has like snacks available. She fuels her body.
Yeah, but how crazy does she get when she doesn't have food?
Oh,
she almost took my foot. I thought diabetes would take my foot. She almost chewed my foot off one time. She goes crazy when she's hungry.
But she always has stuff, and it's
not. Let's cut there. Let's let them tell their story.
Ah, okay.
So without further ado, let's bring them on.
People we know.
So let me give you a little background of what started this whole little thing, right? So you guys both know I got that good old diabetes, right? So every year I'm like, my main focus is fitness, you know, basically just trying to get my numbers and just try to be healthy, right? But this past weekend, Sunday, when we were eating breakfast, I was sitting next to Sots. This is how this all started. I was sitting next to Sots, and you remember Sots, I turned to you and I was like, damn, Sots, you like look shredded. Like, I don't know, maybe more, maybe it was just so close. I don't know. Anyways, we get home and I was like, babe, I'm getting old as hell. This might be it for me. Like, I don't know how much time I have. No, I mean to like really one last push to get in shape. And I'm like, I want to get like just sitting next to Sosa. It just felt like I felt like a little bitch. I felt like I was like next to a real man. And I'm like, what the fuck, bro?
I mean,
I don't have much time to get into shape. So anyways, that's what started this all. And so we were like, yeah, let's try to do a plan. Let's try it. But then in the end, it's like, it's always the same. It's just like, the results are decent, but there's nothing great. So I was like, we have Soats, who's an absolute beast now. And we have Chris, who's like, I think your
Fitness
number one life thing
guru.
is fitness. I'm like, let's do a pod and talk to him and just see like, maybe you guys got secrets. Maybe y'all are cheating somehow. I don't know. I mean, like, you know, so that's why I wanted to bring you guys on. So that's how it started. So, Soats, my cousin, let's start with you. When did you first start? Because I don't remember. I just kind of always remember you buff. I don't know. I know you weren't buff in high school. You were just average. I don't remember after. Was it San Diego? Like, when do you actually remember where you like woke up and were like, oh fuck, I'm shredded. I'm like, I'm a monster, and in a good way. I'm not saying it in a bad way.
No, I think. Do you remember the gym in Palmdale? I don't think you ever went there, but you guys were going to Family Fitness, and my parents got me a membership at Frogs Fitness, and that was on the east side of Palmdale. So what's funny is I remember a story, a quick story. Like the first time I went there, I was so intimidated because I think I was either 16 or 17, and I tried to do decline chest press, and I had a 25 on each side. So
What did
so
you
that's
say
like
earlier?
50 pounds plus the bar. I mean, for being a teenager, so yeah, it was a lot. So then I tried to do it, and then it actually like landed on my chest, and I couldn't lift it up. So someone came over and like helped pick it up. So I'm like, oh man, like I didn't know what was going on. And you know, I mean, I was always kind of the runt out of basically my class because I was the youngest, probably like one of the younger ones in my class. So I didn't really have a growth spurt until probably like senior year or when I left Paraclete. So yeah, I never played sports, right? So that's what's kind of weird is that I wasn't really active, even though we played tennis and stuff like that. So I think it's really when I graduated, we all had memberships, remember, to Family Fitness. So then I started going there, but I wasn't like heavy lifting into weights back then. It was just more going there and, you know, just trying to be strong and whatnot. It was actually when I went to San Antonio for college, I joined Bally's Fitness, and they had a promotion where you sign up and they gave you some free stuff. So they had well, no, it was creatine. So I remember taking creatine, and I specifically remember this. I remember when you guys came over for the fiesta. I think Chris, it was probably you. Like, are you on steroids or something like that? Because she's like, you look buff. Like, what's going on, kind of a thing.
But
so
you did get big fast, like.
Well, so I mean, creatine back then, and this is the late '90s. Yeah, it was new, and I mean, it retained water. So I got like my shoulders got big. I remember that. So, and I wasn't doing anything else. And honestly, after that, I didn't take it that long. It was whatever. And I just retained that wideness in my shoulders. So, and then, I mean, over time, I mean, I would go through stages where I'd work out, didn't, and things like that. So, and
You stayed big though. That's what's crazy is that like,
well,
it
yeah,
seemed like you got big and you've never.
But when I first met him, he wasn't as big as he is now.
I feel like he's more cut now.
Yeah. He
Oh.
was big, like you were saying, but he's not as big as he is now.
Were you ever fat?
absolutely.
Oh, you were? Because I don't remember him being.
I don't ever remember.
Well, you
Oh
were,
yeah.
right?
I mean,
When he was a
you know
kid.
what's funny is
Oh, okay.
I look at old pictures and I had muscle, but I was kind of like I wasn't cut, but I was kind of thick. I was just thick.
Right.
So,
That's
but
what I
not
remember.
like huge. And contrary to popular belief, I eat carbs, unlike some other cousins would say. So, I mean, it's just really, I guess, the past few years, which is to Dez's point, this is the strongest I've ever been. I mean, I'm 48, and I could lift like 245 pretty easily, like bench press that and leg
See,
press,
that's
I don't
what-
know, 700 pounds. And
at the breakfast, that's what you told me, and that was like pretty damn impressive because I know right now I'm like feeble, like I feel weak, feeble, but I want to get to that. I want to feel like
I don't want to get to
you know what I want to feel like
you do,
like a
but
beast. You know what I mean? Like I feel like you have. This was like one of my later questions, but like I feel like you have supreme, even more confidence when you're like, and this could even be for you, Chris. Like when you're in your peak shape, you just walk around, you just feel like good, like you know what I mean? Like nobody can F with me. I'm peaked right now. You know what I mean?
for sure
And
we
that's
have
what I
the
want.
two that turn heads. Like when we're walking with these two, they're like,
Oh, what about me? I don't turn any heads. The fuck?
I
But
mean,
no, do you feel like when you got buff, was it just like a complete confidence builder? Like did it just change everything? Like, oh, I feel like a different person.
I mean, no, I'm pretty, I'm pretty modest. I'm not one for like showboating or flashiness. I mean, I leave that to you two. So it's not really my thing. But like when we were at dinner, our friend's birthday dinner earlier, I mean, I'm wearing a shirt, it's kind of tight. I like tight stuff. So
Kinda tight.
it's kind of tight. Well, now it's tight because I have biddies. So when I was walking through, I mean, it was a gay bar, so it's just people like just stare and look, and I'm, I don't like, oh yeah, walk around with like an ego trip or anything like that. But yeah, honestly, in the last couple of years, I've noticed that more. But really, the last year, and I know you're saying like, oh well, how do you do it? I mean, I'd say a lot of it's genetics, honestly. So I've been pretty lucky that. I mean, I could gain weight. Let's say that I wanted to sit down and just eat ice cream and bonbons every day. Then, yeah, I'd be probably 300 pounds. I mean, I'm honestly the heaviest kind of I've ever been right now. So, am I cut? No. Could I get cut? Yeah, if I eat better. But I have a lot of muscle mass. So, the thing is, if you have a lot of muscle mass, it burns off fat a lot quicker than if you don't. So, but the thing is, there's a layer of fat over it because I mean we're older. It's harder to recover, and like if you go out for a weekend or vacation, not necessarily that you drink, but let's say you're eating food that you like that you normally don't eat. It's just harder for you to kind of burn that off. You have to do a lot of cardio. So I haven't done a lot of cardio lately. So if I start doing that, I think I could lean up. I've never been cut, never really had a six pack, but I've had a flat stomach before, but not like muscles that
Like a legit six pack.
oh no, or any of that other stuff. I mean, I'm happy where
that
I'm
was
at.
one of my questions. If you were gonna be honest and say if you did steroids, would you
God,
admit
no.
it if you did?
Yeah, I've never done steroids. Never. Clean.
Why wouldn't you though? Like if you're into like trying to get bigger and bigger, were you just afraid of it? Like, oh, I don't want to mess myself up by doing that.
I mean, I guess I'll get graphic. I mean, I know a buddy of mine that has done them, and his wanker's tiny, so it really shrivels up your balls.
I
I
mean,
mean,
it just shriveled your balls though.
It does, but it does. It
Just everything shrinks.
You know what? I wasn't there before, so I don't know. But yeah, just like seeing that, I'm like, yeesh. Yeah, it's legit. But another thing though too is I know that some people that do maybe not steroids, but HGH or something like that,
Yeah.
they get really bad back knee as well.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
a telltale sign as well. I mean, it could be from other reasons, but if you see them at the gym, it's kind of probably that. So, and I didn't want to do that to my body as well because I try not to pollute it with crap. That's yeah. So yeah, I thought about it. My friends are like, "Oh man, you should do it. You get bigger." And I didn't really want to pop out of my clothes. I didn't need like 50 veins popping on my arm either. That wasn't the goal.
And if you think about it, I think probably you turn more heads now because you are older. Like in your 20s, you see some buff dudes. It's like, okay, yeah, but it's easy. But as we get older, you don't see a lot of like, dudes over 40 shredded and just huge. You know what I mean? It's like, it's harder. So that's probably why.
Well, I said that earlier about women, mine and Chris's age. It's hard for us. Like it's hard.
Okay, so
But then
okay,
you
so
kinda
you're bringing
turned
up,
me
you're bringing
down.
up Chris. No. So Chris, you're like the opposite. I mean, not the opposite, but you're not trying to build, Art's trying to build muscle. He does want to get cut, but he's trying to build up muscle. What's your goals? Are you at your peak right now, or do you want more muscle? Like what are you shooting for?
I have no idea.
Why did you start?
Why did I start? I was 12 years old and we signed up at the gym, and then I started taking all these classes, and then I started just running on the treadmill for 45 minutes every day, and I just like fell in love with it. And I don't know, it just became part of my identity. I just love being like moving, running around, doing fitness, and I do love now that a lot of the younger like women, like in their 30s, they're like really out of shape and they don't look healthy. But I think it's because they're also like raising kids and stuff. And I do feel good about that because now I'm 46 and I don't really feel like I look 46. So my goal it actually is to build more muscle, because like the whole like old school, like skinny, calories in, calories out, that's like outdated now. So it's all about building muscle, especially like for women, because they say you get like really weak like as you get older. So I want to build muscle, but I pretty much just keep to my routine. I don't really have a goal per se. I just don't want to feel like a piece of
Like
SHI.
Like for me, I tend to like think of things more like eating protein. I want to make sure I have enough protein, stay active, because all the premenopause, all those symptoms, they say if you're more active and you're more in control of things you eat, those symptoms take longer to come. Like you don't lose calcium, you don't lose all these emotional things that come with when women get our age. You have to eat better. You have to constantly be aware of what you're eating, because it takes longer for us to burn things off or to even stay at a level we want to be at. It's harder at our age than it is when we were 20 years old and can eat whatever we want.
Yeah, but I don't want you doing too much cardio, because I kind of want to keep that, keep a little thickness. You know what I mean? Like,
no, I'm just saying to stay like for our age, to stay where we're at or even be happy with where we're at. We have to constantly be aware of what we're eating.
Yeah.
Like for breakfast, I ordered a kids meal because I knew I was gonna eat just small portions.
What set this whole thing off? So, but like, be honest, like getting into shape partially, yeah, like it's for your health, but it's also to attract other people, right? Like,
no, we're all in relationships.
No, I'm not talking about now.
Oh,
I'm talking about like in the initial, like, did you like, I want to get into shape because I want to look good because I want to get a man or a chick or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I think a lot of it
you don't think that's how it
for
starts?
younger people, maybe.
I don't think so. I just like wanted to get fit so I could look the best that I could look. And now I just want to look good in fitness clothes.
I can't believe those pictures you sent. I never thought, it was like a shock.
I feel like this is the best shape I've ever seen
Chris in. Yeah.
Do you feel that way?
I think I do, because I kind of don't care anymore. Like I used to really be super uptight and I would only eat like lettuce and like string cheese for lunch.
That was one of my questions, is like, is it worth it? Because like sometimes, Chris, we do a road trip or something, and like your snacks were like one leaf of lettuce, one like raisin, and like one almond,
eggs,
and like a piece of cheese, and like, bro, how can a human survive like that? But isn't that the opposite? Aren't you supposed to be like eating more and better protein and to build up?
Like little Art, he eats, but he knows that fuel his body.
And I know little Art can eat. Like, that's why I never got the joke on Debo's show. Like, Art doesn't eat carbs. So I'm like, every time I'm around Art, like Art can eat. Like Art likes eating good food. But like, you have to eat a lot, right? If you want to get big.
Well, yes and no. I mean, like say if I really want to watch what I eat. I would probably make a protein shake with, and I put tons of stuff like peanut butter, banana, like froyo, protein powder. I put honey, bee pollen, what is
Chia.
it? No, I can't do that anymore because of something else. So, but yeah, I mean, when you get old, like that's the thing is like you find things and you kind of know what you can and can't eat. Like, so I would have that for breakfast, and then I would make like eggs and like meal prep eggs and turkey sausage for like lunch, and then come home and make let's say fish, or like at work I get like poke, so I can make poke bowls and things like that. So it really depends, but I mean the big thing is that you find something that you like that's healthy or that you can manage and you go with it. I mean, Zach and I tried keto, and did it work? Sure. Did I feel good with it? No, because it was like bacon and cheese and non-carbs, and I mean I have kind of elevated high blood pressure, so that's not the best stuff for me to eat. So yeah, I mean, like I don't mind fish and chicken, like more lean stuff, but that other crap, I was just like, when we got off it, it took weeks, if not maybe a couple months, to really feel good, because that's just not my thing. I mean, you do lean up, you stick to it, but it's not sustainable. It's just if you're trying to do something
is anything extreme good? You know what I mean? 'Cause
No.
it might be good in the short term too, but you're just gonna, everybody I see who's on those crazy weird diets, they end up right back or even
because
worse
nothing's sustainable
after it's over. I mean, I think slow and steady is like the race, but like, where do you feel like right now? Are you good? Yeah, I can just stay like this for whatever the rest of my life, or do you still want to be bigger or leaner?
I guess
it's
content. No, I mean, I would, if I could lose like 10 pounds of fat, I'd be content after that. So, I mean, it all depends. I mean, growing up, and you might still hear this, or when you go to the doctor, it's all about BMI. Every person's body is different. Body mass index. So, you're a certain height, you got to be a certain weight. That's not really the case. I mean, I'm thick, so I'm at a disadvantage. No, I'm serious, because
I know.
Even getting like life insurance, they look at your BMI as one of the indicators of whether or not they're going to support you for a certain amount or not. It's ridiculous. And
muscle is you could be in shape and muscular.
Your BMI, they don't like, even for surgery that I had to get my BMI under 25, but that's hard. I'm only 4'11".
You better.
My BMI is 25.
You better
Mine is 26.
You better get under 18 if you want to stay in this relationship.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's just that, okay, so my BMI said I should be like at 190 pounds or 200, whatever, something like that. But that's not possible. I mean, the thing is that I weigh a lot now because I have a lot more muscle too. So you got to kind of keep that into fact. So I go on the scale, and sometimes it's not really that accurate because you are building muscle and that weighs more than fat. So you got to take that into consideration. So if you're a scale watcher, you just got to really pick and choose at times. I mean, it's good to say like, okay, yeah, I could lift 30 more pounds and I might, bench 30 more pounds and I might weigh 5 pounds, but I'm not really getting fat. I'm just getting bigger, and that's okay. So
what's your weight right now? Do you want to throw it out there, or no? Or are you shy?
I mean, I looked at the gym just yesterday. Funny, because I haven't done it in a while. I think on that scale it said 226. So the most I ever been.
I thought you were going to say like 245.
Yeah, dang,
like
you only weigh 226.
226 is
only the most I ever weighed was like 230. So that's why to me. Huh?
No, I'm shocked. I thought
for sure
you
your arms eat.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say like 240, 250.
Yeah, no. Then I could go on Wegovy if I weighed that much because of my height and my BMI. So no, it's nuts. I mean, honestly though, I'm kind of at above the high end of where I should be. Even my doctor says you should lose a few pounds because of your high blood pressure. So it just, again, if I cut, I guess the downfall to everything really eating is going out, drinking, whatever, but it's really the condiments. I would say that is
Condiments?
Those are empty
That's
calories. Yeah.
that's death.
Kills you.
Ranch,
Ketchup has so much sugar. Mayonnaise.
all that
yeah.
stuff. So I live with someone, unfortunately, that that loves that shit. So or that S. But and that's what I kind of look at now. I'm like, oh man, like could I, instead of making a tuna sandwich with mayo, maybe I should try mustard. Like my buddy does that, and I get it, but mustard doesn't have fat in it. So
Yeah.
it's
I
just
was gonna
about
say, if you notice, Chris really doesn't use.
Mayo?
She doesn't use really
Oh, like
condiments.
other
She'll use
condiments?
like vinegar or oil or something, like salad.
So is also then like what you guys are saying is that your partner kind of has to be all in it? Like you kind of have to both be on the same path, or else it's gonna.
it helps.
I know.
Steven.
Steven is like 100% in, right, on the eating good and all that.
Not really. He
Oh,
eats
no?
good. He eats good Monday through Thursday. And then he eats kind of whatever he wants on the weekends. But he was addicted to Cheetos hot fries. He would like eat one bag a weekend, but like on a road trip he'll eat like the whole bag. Like
Oh.
Yeah, but didn't you say too, like he can like not go to the gym forever, eat bad, and then all of a sudden go to the gym for a week and he's like shredded
Back
again?
to normal.
yeah, he's like shredded now after we got back from holidays. He's all like yoked and like, and he literally like yesterday we were at the gym. We were doing back. We did 3 exercises and then we were adios. And like, that's enough for him. I think he just
So,
like has genetics. Like,
Metabolism.
So-
Well, his parents are.
Yeah.
plus his last name is King. So
That has something to do with it. But okay, so right, like how you said, then he only does 3 sets. So Soats, what are you
Yeah.
doing now? Like, are you doing the bare minimum, or and are you increasing? Are you still increasing weights, like trying to still go up, like in terms of like how much you're lifting?
I mean, yeah. So I hate my least favorite exercise is back. I hate back. It's so boring. Like there's only so much back you could do. It's just like pull downs, rows, and one arm rows too. So it's my least favorite because there's not a lot of variety. I'm sure you can get kind of crazy if you want to, but like today I did chest, and I mean as you get older, like your joints hurt. So that's my issue right now is like certain things hurt and I got to either like look at it and fix it or kind of go around it. I'm just kind of going around it for right now. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'm happy lifting like 225 bench. I mean, I could do 3 sets and 10 reps on that easily. I mean, I've maxed out. I don't max out. So that's my other thing. I don't really max out. Like, you know how people want to do like one push and they'll do like whatever,
Yeah.
300 pounds or something like that.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just more of maybe a status thing. I mean, I don't want to break my shoulder or like rip my chest.
Rip it.
Yeah.
To me, that's just not smart unless you got friends there with you to kind of make sure you're doing it right and to help you out. But yeah, no, I mean, for me, it's just, I'm pretty steady Eddie, just like to do 10 reps, 3 sets typically. Sometimes if I'm like trying to gain, I might add a 5 on each side or 10 pounds and do that for a while. But then it starts hurting my joints though too, because your body can only push so much and I don't want to rip anything. Could I get bigger if I wanted to? Probably, if I had help or I don't know, stem cells injected into my shoulders and joints and stuff like that, so I could be young again. But
No, but that's exactly what I was saying, because I have, obviously I've worked out with Oates when we were young, but even when you were already buff and I worked out with you, I was expecting like, oh fuck, work out with Oates. This fool's gonna like
2 hours, 3 hours,
Mexican Hulk in there, like, but it's not. You actually just kind of do like just how you were saying. Like I have my set routine. It was just like 3 sets, and it was like I was like, actually, I can do that. It's kind of actually what I do. But then where are my results? Like how come? So I think a lot of it does have to do with just
Genetics.
genetics. Like he can just get bigger. Because even at my peak, when I was in my 20s, and me and Ward were going every day to the gym, we were in there for like 3 hours because you have nothing else to do in your 20s. And like, yeah, I was stronger. I was at my peak, I guess, at what I thought. But you would never have said, "Oh, you're shredded like Sots was." Like, not even close. Even though that was my peak, I was wearing like cut off shirts. I was like trying to show off, and it still wasn't as, you know. And I was in the gym every freaking day and like trying, like we were trying. That's why I tore my shoulder. That's why I jacked up, because we were trying to like just keep going up and up. Me and Ward up and up and up, and same. He didn't look good either. So it's like, what?
Well, I noticed with Chris, the difference that really, like, she's always
Hers
been
is
thin.
just consistency, bro. She just like,
No consistency, because she's always been fit.
Yeah.
But now she's like doing weights. She's lifting weights. So now I've noticed the more like pulled in. Like the picture you sent us, like you can tell lifting weights is changing her body. She's always been consistent.
But I didn't need her to send me 30 shots of her.
But that's, I noticed a difference in your, like, everything's,
Yeah.
because she's lifting weights, and I think weights are coming more.
Yeah, it's more like the girls,
For
they only
girls.
do weights pretty much. Though.
Yeah.
Like they don't
Yeah.
do cardio.
Yeah.
But like I feel like that's also the trait you two have in common is that you guys aren't letting anything else cut. Like you guys are gonna do your shit, your routine. Like I'm doing, you know what I mean? Like you're not like me. Like, oh, I'm gonna go. Oh fuck, the Laker game's on. No, I guess I'll go tomorrow. Like you guys are gonna do your shit. You guys are like the most consistent workout people. I guess in just everything, but just workouts. Like you guys are consistent. You know what you need to do, and you're not gonna let any bullshit. Like I invite you tomorrow, Chris. Like, hey, come over
Chris,
and do this.
like,
Oh, I'm going
after
to the
gym, yeah.
or after the gym. Like you're not gonna cut the gym, basically
No.
for anything. And I feel
Absolutely
like
not.
Soats too a little.
I mean, no, I mean, even like on vacation, people look at me like I bring out workout stuff. I mean, I was in Hawaii a couple weeks ago. It's not like they have like heavy weights there. I just did cardio just to do something, just to do active. I mean, I think it's good just to, do something. Even on like on a cruise ship, I've worked out on a cruise ship. I mean, usually they're gay cruises, but I mean, and it's busy as heck, but I go on there and make an effort because the other thing is too, like, yeah, there is a vanity part to it. You want to get that pump, walk out in your thong and like look good to everyone.
Oh shit. We're on thongs. I do feel though in like the gay community, like being in shape and looking good is like kind of like a must. You know what I mean? You don't think so?
There's a shift. I mean, I think, the term dad bod is like a thing the last maybe 5 years plus, whatever it is. But I mean, it's not fat, but it's not also like you're like shredded. It's like kind of in between. I think that's what it kind of means. And I think people like more natural than, someone that has 10 abs showing and, it could be a misnomer that they're high maintenance or, someone that just, is unhealthy. So, I mean, it's just kind of in between. And I think that's kind of what everyone kind of looks at. I mean, even who is it? I saw a picture of Travis Kelce without his shirt on. He's not like
fat. Yeah, he's not like
no,
shredded.
he doesn't have like
he's
that.
not shredded. He's not fat. He's just like normal. I don't like saying that word normal, but it's just like, but he's in shape. You know what I mean? It doesn't mean you have to have veins popping out of, your arms or your forehead or anything like that. It's just, you're just in shape, but you don't need it. Just, there's so much work to get a six pack consistently. I mean, you really have to watch what you eat. You have to do both combo cardio and working out. It's high maintenance. I mean, I would say there's probably less than 1% that are just gifted like that, but it still takes work.
Do you think either one of you could get a six pack?
Absolutely not.
Really?
You don't think? I think both of you, yes.
No, because it's like, okay, abs, they say, are made in the kitchen, right?
Right.
So you really are literally like lettuce, cabbage, and then like lean turkey, period. And that's for, I don't know how long, like months and months, to where you're just like, I've tried.
doesn't your like body fat have to be so like low? Too?
Yeah, and then you would probably have to do like interval sprints, just like high heart rate mixed with like low heart rate. Like you have to get into ATP burning, which is like adenotriphosphate, which is like when you're at the point of sprinting 100%, you're burning that stuff, or it's like fat burn, whatever. And then you go back into like low, and then you go back up. It's like crazy.
So it's insane. So that's my, this is my next question for both of you guys. So you could be like, money is no object, multimillionaires, whatever. Like, I don't know what, 10 million, I don't know, whatever. You're a multimillionaire, but you can't be in shape. You got to be like a complete slob, like overweight, obese, whatever. But you're a multimillionaire, or you can be like a low income, struggling, minimum wage, but you have the best body you've ever had, like your ideal body, whoever it is, you would have that. What would you choose?
I mean,
I guess I would be fat because then I could lose weight.
You could what? No,
Lose the weight.
Part of the deal is you're a multimillionaire, but you can never
lose
be in
weight.
shape.
oh,
You gotta live like that.
I don't want to be poor for the rest of my life.
So then you be fat. So you're cool being fat.
Well, I did always say that there was a freedom in being a slob and eating what you want. Because think about it. Like if you're a total slob and you don't give an SHI,
Yeah.
then you can eat whatever you want. You don't
Right.
even have to think about it. You're just totally free to just.
Right. So you think that's great, right? But
no,
know
you
how
get,
you feel.
then you die.
Know how
Then you
you
get like
feel.
health ailments, and then you get sick, and then I'd rather be in healthy because I'd rather live a little bit longer than if I just ate whatever and then die of a heart attack. So
yeah, but
with all this money.
a longer poor ass life can't have.
I
nothing.
guess I
Yeah,
would be
but-
the young fit because then I could be like an IG model or something.
But
No,
then,
but you can't have any. You can't. You have to be struggling. You can't. That was the bet, not like.
yeah, but if you're a slob and you're eating whatever you want, you probably only have like 2, 3, 5 years max to
No.
enjoy that money. And then if
So
you're,
you're saying all fat people are going to be dead in 5 years?
I mean,
Stop.
or
the
fight
only
with
thing I
struggle
would-
with diseases.
The only thing I would say is it is like you say how you were saying, Chris, like, oh, it could be kind of freeing. You could eat whatever you want. But have you ever had a weekend where you just binge? You feel so
Yeah.
like disgusting and just like you feel horrible. Like I don't even that mental. I wouldn't want to be there. I would
No.
just be depressed on the couch, just angry.
Yeah. Well, I'm not saying I
Anytime.
would want to do it. I'm just saying there is a freedom in it.
But I ain't trying to be poor though. I don't want to live like that though either. All right, and then so the second question for both of you, I was talking about like the perfect body. Do you guys have like a celebrity or athlete where you're like, oh, that's the body I would want. That's my perfect body.
Mine is J-Lo.
Really? Yeah, she is pretty. But I thought her ass was fake though.
No, J-Lo's the only one who's not fake.
Yeah, she was like the big butt before it became like surgeries, and now hers is
Selena
like
was the
small.
one first, and then J-Lo.
But I think Chris likes J-Lo because she's more like she actually is pretty ripped.
Yeah.
Like if you watch her when or her stomach too and everything.
But like,
All right,
I
that's
guarantee you, she's had like multiple lipos and stuff.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
side and all that.
Well, she has a
You're-
personal chef.
But you're saying that body type, just like mean, lean right here, and then thick down low.
Yeah,
Steven,
but
like
not
that
like
thickness, or-
ugly thick. Not like ugly thick, like Nicki Minaj or like
Oh,
the
yeah.
Kardashians. That's
Those are
like
Hey,
fake.
that's good thick.
No. Ew.
All right, so it's what about you?
I mean, I actually give cred to like a Chris Pratt. You know, I love Parks and Rec. I mean,
Chasing dinosaurs?
Wait, Chris Pratt?
Guardians of the Galaxy Part 1. Did you see that movie? Like, I mean, that was the one where he got into he got ripped for that movie. So, I mean, what he did from Parks and Rec to go to that, I mean, that's pretty cool, I think. Because, I mean, what was he wearing, like Speedos and stuff like that with the beer belly? And he was,
Yeah.
who would have thought that he could have he would work that hard to get to that point. I mean, another one that I thought that actually gained mass, I was a little twink, was Ryan Reynolds, because we remember two guys in the pizza place where he was just skinny.
Yeah.
And then when I saw him in the remake of Amityville Horror, like he was ripped. So I was like, wow, this guy put in work. So I mean, I look at that like, hey, there's hope. And I mean, and he's getting into his 50s. That guy, I mean, well, Hugh Jackman. I mean, that guy is like insane. Is jacked. Yeah. So I mean, like,
you think that was real or that it was on like steroids?
It was real. I saw him coming back from Orlando the other day.
Absolutely real. Absolutely. So
it was real. His shoulders are like this.
So again, I think that's a lot of genetics too. I mean, but like to me, it's a little softer, but like that kind of dedication, I think anyone could get that way. Honestly, you just need to put in the work. But I mean, if I was rich, to go to that first question, I'd hire a personal chef and cook me all this good stuff. No, I'm just
what Chris trying to do. That's the whole thing. You got to accept it. You got to accept fatness if you're gonna.
I don't accept mediocrity. So
you got to take the money.
Sure, I'll take that. I'll take that life, but then change it right after that.
But you can't. You made a deal with the devil.
See, I would be unhappy if I was always fat. I would be unhappy. The money wouldn't make me happy. Buying clothes, you wouldn't buy clothes that you would like yourself in.
But Soats, see how Soats said he was like, I'm not going to settle for mediocrity. So did that like confidence come with getting buff, or you think you always had that?
So, I mean, it's not really a confidence with working out. I'll just be honest. It's not that. It's just look at it as a hobby. You know, it's just something that I fill my time with. It's really something that I enjoy. Like, you know, you love basketball, you know, growing up playing basketball. It took me a while to figure out something. You know, I like basketball, but you know what? I don't mind going to the gym. I just kind of like going there. It's my own personal space. I mean, you're there with other people. I mean, then you're looking at other people, and let's be honest. I mean, we're all looking at others like, oh, I could do that, or you know, talk to people, be social. Like, hey, how do you do that routine that you're doing, or that looks good, or I mean, it's a social aspect of I guess a subculture in a weird way, but to me, it's more of a hobby and something that I kind of enjoy doing. It's just my thing, you know? And in terms of confidence, I mean, I don't see, this is where my modesty comes in. I don't really look at working out as something to like go around and like puff my chest. I mean, as I've gotten older, I've noticed that more people look. I don't know if they have daddy issues or some shit like that, but
you like it, huh? Don't lie and say you don't like it, though.
It's just interesting. So, but
better tell Zach to go to sleep.
What do you mean, daddy issues, though?
Oh, that's for another podcast.
Okay.
No, I mean, but there's you know, just going to the gym. You know, another thing I'll say this, that a key thing is going to the right place, you know, whether it's a gym, whether it's at home, whatever you feel comfortable with. I mean, the gym I go to is kind of hoity-toity here in San Diego, but I get it where I work at, so it's included. So that's kind of nice. But they have amazing equipment. I mean, the better equipment that you have that targets what you want to work out really makes it easier, as opposed to, I mean, not to be, you know, you go to Planet Fitness. I mean, everything's purple, everything has a certain amount of weights, and it's like the same shit, you know, and it maxes out at a certain level. So I think the dumbbells, the highest I've seen, they were like, I don't know, 70 pounds or something like that. And that's not
a lot.
Yeah. Oh, well, what are you going to do with more than that?
I mean,
don't tell me you're doing 80-pound
curls.
Not even curls, presses, chest presses with those.
I could probably do 200-pound chest presses with them.
But wouldn't you just rather grab a bar?
No, I mean, the other thing would be like a shoulder, like a pull up like that, because I could do like over 100 pounds on that easily. So it's just really, yeah. I mean, Zach went to Planet Fitness. I'm like, this is not a lot of, like, I would max out pretty easily at stuff like that. But the thing is that
there's a ceiling over there that you're not going to get past.
There's a ceiling with that, but there's also limited options. So it's like you're doing the same machine motions other than if you do dumbbells. I mean, the new technology that's out there, I mean, a lot of science goes behind this too, where you target specific muscles in your body. So that's what I'm talking about. If you go to a place that actually has that, I think you could see some results if you try it out. So that's what I'm seeing now. I think that's why I'm getting bigger. My gym switched up their equipment last year, and it's really hurts. So it's doing something because I haven't felt like pain in a while. So when I'm sore, so that's the thing. If you're not sore after working out, you need to switch up your routine.
Yeah, you got to be sore, and it sucks. But you know what? I just started Pilates, like with the twins, and I joined for 3 months, and I really like it because it's like little tiny movements, like you put your feet on this thing, and then you try to like lower your heels, raise your heels, and then like all of a sudden, like one leg is like shaking, and you can't even like move like your heel, and like this one's like, and then you realize like how weak you are in like little tiny stabilizing muscles. And then just like a little back, like pulling your arm back like that. It's like you can't even move it. And then I felt sore in all these places where I never felt sore before.
Maybe also because it's like a different, like mixing it up. You don't normally do that.
Yeah, and it's like you kind of have to balance, like,
or mixing up, shocking your body, right? Isn't that what that is?
I mean, you're supposed to mix it up every few months. I mean, honestly, you can't. If you do the same thing, then it's the muscle memory. It just remembers it, and you're not really. It just becomes easy. I mean, and to Chris's thing with Pilates, that's coming back into style. I mean, at my gym, they got rid of all of our spin bikes, and they put Pilates machines in there. And I mean, when was that? Like in the 90s or something like that? Pilates was pretty popular, and it kind of just went away. And then now it's making a comeback.
Like that reformer machine, they have those at your gym?
They have 8 of them, yeah.
Oh shit, those are awesome because it's like you're kind of like hanging on the thing, and then you have to like balance your whole body weight on these, like, you know what I mean? They're like ropes or whatever.
A lady that I follow does it. It's crazy.
It's pretty awesome.
Hey,
I like it a lot, but it's like really expensive.
Not gonna lie, Chris's arms look pretty shredded too.
I told you. Her heavy lifting.
We need to get
when she started lifting with Steven.
What are your guys' what is your guys' most proud of body part? Chris first and then Art.
I guess me would be my butt.
Your what?
Butt.
Shit, coming right out with it, huh? All right, cool. Hey, all right.
Just like curve, you know?
Yeah.
But actually, like when I lost weight.
I don't know because I ain't looking.
When I lost weight, it's smaller now, but I'm okay with that, I guess, because there is still a curve.
Mine never goes anywhere.
Not as big as it was, but I was bigger. I was like 10, 15 pounds bigger. So I still have the curve.
You want to throw your weight out there?
150.
Ask a woman her weight.
But Chris is proud because she's, what is it?
150.
And is that your ideal, or you want lower?
I think I want to get to like 145, but like it's pretty much where I'm at. And people look at me and they don't think I weigh that much. I
wouldn't have guessed that.
I would have said like 130.
Yeah, like to get to 130, I would be like a
thought 130. Yeah,
I think if I was at 130, I would look like skeletal. But people are like, you weigh 150, and I'm like, yeah, that's like,
I wouldn't know.
It seems like a lot, but I don't know. I think it's just because I have more muscle.
Straight unit.
Yeah. So like, basically, I do like the boot camp in the morning, which is circuit training at the camp. It's like HIIT, and it's circuit training, so like a minute at each station. And then in the afternoon, which I don't really like to go to the gym again, but then I go with Steven and we just do like traditional weights, 3 sets of 10 for each exercise. And we break it up, back and by, shoulders, try, the whole thing.
The old school.
The old school,
in shape? In shape?
Yeah, in shape. And literally it's like fast though. It's like 5 exercises. And so we do that in the afternoon, and then me adding Pilates in, it's kind of hard sometimes I'll do that in the middle of the day. So it's like sometimes there's 3 workouts in one day, but that's pretty exhausting. But I don't know. I just like to do all different things. If I want to run too at some point, but I don't know where.
You guys are gym rats. You just like how So's saying. It's just that's what you guys got
Makes
addicted
them
to.
happy.
That's what the girls are now at. They go to gym every single day, at college, and they say they go for like 2 hours minimum. Like I'm sure they're messing around a little in there, but they're doing like legit weights. I mean, I never did that shit back then. All right, last thing.
Well, Art, you didn't ask Art. Like,
But what
is it his
about
arms?
Oh yeah. No, Art's probably his shoulders.
What are these right here?
Probably my chest.
Yeah.
Because I mean, everyone looks at it and it's like I have a shelf. Like I've heard that a few times, and no, I mean, because it's kind of weird. It's just everyone. I can look skinny because my chest pops out, so it covers. If I have a little pouch, which I kind of have that winter pouch right now, but it's just I mean, again, being that strong. I mean, before I guess my shoulders are always kind of natural and arms and stuff like that. I don't really work out arms or shoulders right now because that's kind of an issue with me right now, just pain wise. So I just let whatever I do with chest and back and other exercises kind of help out with that. But I mean, the one thing that I've been working more harder on, I mean, I guess to take Chris's note, is my ass. So, because that was always never something I looked at. No, I mean,
I'm pointing at her because she said you can't get your ass bigger. So you're saying you were able to get your ass bigger through
Absolutely.
what, squats? Thank you.
You can have a fit butt, but you can't go from this go to this without.
I've seen it on IG.
Oh, because IG's real.
From this to nice.
I mean, I don't think that you can really get like a bubble butt if you don't have any muscle mass there to start with. But I think you can tighten up that muscle mass.
Yes.
But it's only going to go to a certain point.
You're not.
So I think you probably have muscle mass there already, and you're just.
But he's not going to walk out looking like J-Lo without surgery. He's not.
Well, no, I mean, I disagree on that one because my chest has gotten bigger and it's protruded out more. So, just by lifting, heavy. I mean, I told you in the beginning where I was benching, I couldn't even bench 100 pounds when I was 16. Now I could bench 245 easily. So it sticks out more. But then with your butt, I mean, here's the thing. I'm doing different exercises that I never have done before, like kickbacks, like like hack squats, different things that's targeting that specific region, and it's grown. I mean, it's gotten stronger. So
I'm not saying you can't get a butt. My friend Tracy.
So's trying to get that fat ass.
You guys saw Tracy at the bath. She's skinny. She's super fit. She's not gonna, and she works out. She's ripped.
But that's different because she's really
all
skinny.
of a sudden it's different.
No,
she could never walk. She could gain
I'm not
30 pounds and she wouldn't have a J-Lo butt.
I'm not saying it's gonna get. I never said she's gonna get a J-Lo butt. I just said it will pop more. Like it'll stand up.
I never said it wouldn't.
That's all I was saying because my ass is like this, so my pants are always sagging. So I just want to get a little pop, so that way my pants will sit nice.
Of course, Art's going to get a bubble. Of course he is. But it's
Art
not going to be like, it's not going to be Kim K.
No.
If you're not natural, if you don't have it, you're not just going to naturally
rock
get
those Z Cavaricis, and your thighs were still.
See, that's
those Z Cavaricis were like this wide.
No, that's the reason why I'm doing it, because my legs are big. I want to be more proportioned. So with my legs big, it looks weird if I have a flat ass, because it just looks weird.
How are your calves?
They're pretty big, right?
They're average. Like, they're not huge. Zach's got watermelons. I don't.
Oh,
so
yeah, Zach, yeah.
So I don't have that.
Is there anything I can do for like my ankles?
Pilates.
But like, can you make your ankles fatter? Because my ankles are fucking tiny. My calves, if I work them out, can get decent. But my calves can get decent, and my ankles are still like, you can put your hand around them.
But has it always been like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, then there's nothing you can do.
Yeah, ankles are.
Well, I
It's
don't
like
know
people
why
that have
get a butt.
kinkles. Like they can't really get rid of kinkles. So like that's bone more than muscle. That's just
Right.
skin and bone.
So I'm stuck with it.
So what are you gonna do? Are you gonna try to get
I want to
yoked?
get. Okay, so this was the next segment. Should I do it?
Let me see.
So here was the next segment, and then you guys give me your opinion. There's
Okay.
three choices, but don't answer until I'm done, and I give you the choices.
He's gonna just wait.
Are you going to show us pictures of you before and after or something?
Nope.
Oh,
Are
you're
you
getting
gonna
more
strip?
than pictures.
Yeah, look at this.
You're not taking off your shirt, are you?
Yeah. Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
you're gonna take it all the way off?
This is real.
OMG.
Oh my god. This
Thirst
is getting
trap.
real.
All right, look at it. Can you see it?
Oh fudge.
Well, what? I don't see you all the way. Can you scoot more in the middle?
Oh, here he comes. Hey, put the other part.
It's like Marky Mark.
What are you trying to
Oh
do?
my gosh.
All right. So now you guys just saw. So my
Yeah.
question is, three options.
Well, hold on. First, I think you should go to the beach and get a tan.
It's winter time. Hey, it's winter time, but hey, listen to the question. Option one, keep your shirt off. You look good. You just need to stay with what you're doing. That's option one. Don't answer until you hear all three. Option two, put your damn shirt on and give up this whole dream. You're not going to be as big as Art in your lifetime. Option three,
Four.
still put on your shirt. But you know what? That's not as bad as I thought. I say go for it. Keep trying, and you might have a shot at catching Art in a couple years. So go ahead, Chris. You first.
I think you have to keep trying because otherwise, what's the other option? You're gonna feel like really bad.
Well,
Like
if you
you're not
guys
gonna
are
feel
saying
good.
no, but I want honesty. Like, should I just be like, all right, just stay on the what is it,
Healthy
the cardio, and just like, bro, give up. You don't need to have huge. You're not going to have huge arms.
No, I think you need to get in the gym, start pumping some weight.
So you are saying, okay.
I think
all right.
you need to get in the gym and start throwing around some weight, like heavy weight and eating tons of protein. Like get that chest back.
Okay, how about this though? How about this? Obviously, Art has had this for a long time. Like he didn't just get this last year. So could I ever get there that big?
I don't know about that, but you could really tighten up.
Well, I can tighten up with just doing what I'm doing and just eating better. All right, let me listen to Soates. He's a
You need some
professional.
mass.
I know that's what I'm saying. I want mass, but I'm just saying, Art, if you were a trainer and you saw me, what would be your advice?
Is there option 4?
Be honest. Hey, you've never,
He's laughing.
what is this saying? Like you've never
Held back.
held your tongue. Like go ahead and have at it.
I mean, looking at you, because I don't think I've seen you shirtless in 10 years, so that was a shock to begin with. But it looks like you lost weight too fast because you look a little flabby around the chest area. So that's not the natural way to do it when you lose it. I mean, I know you have circumstances, which is I completely get, but just evaluating you, that's what happened to you. So then it looks a little maybe different than what could have happened if you lost that over time. It'll look more tight, to quote Chris. So, I mean, the thing is that since you do have that right now is to fill it out. So you would have to lift weights to get there. I mean, because you don't want to lose any more because it might become even more flabbier and you're not going to be proportioned well. So I know I said this to you when I saw you at Chi-Chi's. Chi-Chi's. Kind of funny saying that now.
You have peaches now.
Okay.
You
I
just got
I didn't
it?
even think of this shit. We might get because these are little titties,
So-
little A cups.
No, but you had skinny arms, and you told me why, and I or not Chi-Chi's, I'm sorry, at I noticed it there, but when we're at when you're in Dago. So I mean, you gotta really do your arms and stabilize that, get that mass back there, because if you try to just work out chest, you don't have, I don't think, the weight in your arms to support you lifting heavier. So
That's
I would probably start doing something with that and start getting things proportioned, because if you're just going to target one body part because you don't like the way it looks, if there's nothing else to kind of help support that, then you might do something, detrimental to your body, like strain something, break something, whatever. So
what about extra stuff? Like, I mean, I am on creatine now,
No,
but
I thought you
like,
were
what
gonna-
else?
You
Is
what?
there any other? Should I be doing more protein shakes?
I think you need to take in tons of protein shakes, and you also need to keep drinking your water, 120 ounces a day, and also traditional weight training, like just like earlier Sot said. I don't think you need to focus on lower body right now. You just need to get in there and throw around some weight, upper body, and protein.
Yeah, I would do arms and shoulders. I mean, you don't want to skip leg day. I mean, you can do just light stuff just so you're doing stuff. I mean, like the way I work out is I'll do like back one day, legs one day, chest one day. And if I was up to it, I would do like the day after that, probably like triceps and biceps. I mean, I know you could mix triceps and chest. You could do back and biceps. You could do legs and back. I mean, there's so many different things you could do. As I've gotten older, I just kind of stick with maybe one major body part, and then on an off day, I'll do cardio or arms or something like that. That's really not that strenuous, as the three hardest ones to me are legs, back, and chest. Those are the ones that really take a toll. And yeah, I know I could give you, there's this place up in Vista in San Diego County that really they engineer protein for you. So you can, it's like a cocktail, and we do that. So that's what I make my protein shakes out of. It's not like steroids or anything like that, but you could put like enzymes or like fiber and all these other things in there that would help you out. So it's a really great thing. My friend got me on it, so she's a body trainer, a weightlifter and a trainer. So she's really dedicated. And I mean, you see all that she's gone through. I mean, she's got like an 8-pack, she's ripped, but yeah, it's just about, you got to gain some weight, honestly.
Got to put on weight. Also, like Steven takes D3 and K2 together, and that's like huge. It increases your energy, and it just kind of, I don't know, he's looking at research.
But for the protein thing, can you do like less sugar? Like you can put it to where like your needs, like for him, there's certain things he can't do because there's too much sugar in it. He just can't do it.
Since they're not a sponsor, I'll just text you their name.
Oh, okay.
Hey, let's we should regroup this in like July. Let's do it again. Let's all do it shirtless, and let's see who's.
Oh wait, what?
Well, not you guys. But,
no.
But let's come back in July and let's see if I've made any improvement, because you guys, you saw what I was working with, but I am dedicated now. I'm telling you.
You are.
So the way I was sitting next to him, I was just like, fuck, I want to be like that big. You know what I mean? Maybe not that big, because I don't think I could get that big, like how he's saying. It's going to take a long time, but like I just want to be able to sit down and just like have some muscle.
I think this weekend did really good for your brother. Like talking to what's his name, we made that appointment for him to get that.
Oh
under
yeah,
control. Like
that's really
I
good.
think this
too. I wanna
weekend was
do that,
really
yeah.
good. Yeah.
Yeah, it just opened my
To
eyes.
be with somebody who does the same, who has the same struggles.
Yeah.
It's not that scary.
Don't mention his name.
anymore.
We don't
I know.
want to.
I'm
Okay,
saying
okay.
that.
And he goes to the gym too.
Yeah.
Plus, being around art and like I said, the people you're around will influence you.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, that's what happened. Yeah.
And I'll tell Paul, I mean, like I told him, like I am not the healthiest person. I need to watch what I eat. I mean, last time I went to the doctor, they said I'm kind of pre-diabetic. I'm like on that cusp of that. So,
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't let that stop me, but now I have to think about things differently. So it doesn't mean I'm going to stop working out. It's just like, okay, that's where just the diet comes in. And I mean, I told you this, like, it's really alcohol consumption, bad fat, bad food. It pollutes your body over time. And once in a while, sure, it's fine. But like doing it constantly, like I see so many people that are just fucking fish that they just like drink, you know, and I'm like, how do you even do that? But then I see people at my gym, honestly, it's never too late. I mean, I see people in their 50s in the best shape of their life, and it just takes that dedication. I mean, I don't think they're taking anything. It's just that they switched up their routine. And again, there's a lot more science out there than there ever has been. So it's kind of easy to target what you want. But yeah, I mean, honestly, for you, Chris said it, I'll say it, eat protein, you know, start small, because you can't gain it overnight. It's going to be a marathon, not a sprint. So,
But consistency every day, or if you miss a day, like, okay, you know, that's fine. Like, I used to be really uptight. Like, if I missed a day, I would like be feeling guilty the whole day. Now I'm like, fine, it's fine. But you have to keep going no matter what. You have to do something every day. Plus, you can't eat candy or regular soda.
I'm out with that.
I told you
cannot.
that bag that we had, we didn't know where the bag came from, and there's like half bitten pieces in it. And first thing he said was, "Oh, it's my mom's." Like, he got that candy eating.
And speaking of moms, are you at mom's right now?
Yeah,
You need to tell her to get that Wi-Fi fixed, girl. You're all fuzzy.
I am.
yeah, I thought it was me too. I thought it was just, yeah.
I thought it was my eyes.
Yeah. Tell her to get the next up, the package up.
Oh man, that sucks.
It's Chica.
All right, guys. I better cut it. But this was cool. Did you guys were cool with this? Like, maybe we could do it again sometime with like a different
Well,
topic.
6 months.
I'm fine.
Well, that I definitely
6
want to do.
months.
I would definitely.
You're really
wanna
gonna do
that.
it?
Oh yeah. We're gonna. I'm gonna start.
If you guys challenge him, he'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do it. But
You
but
should
yeah,
come
no,
to
I
the gym
want
with
to.
us.
I want to have you guys call in again. We'll do something else. But you know what I mean? Like, I think this is a good little.
Actually, if you come here again, Buster,
yeah.
Oh,
I
we could get the protein.
Yeah, we could.
yeah, I'll do that, and then I could take you to my gym, and I could pull a string and just say like, "Hey," and
Show
just
you what to do.
just so you could see a variety of people.
Yeah.
I mean, Zach, and I'll say this with Zach. I got him a membership there, and he didn't want to go. He was intimidated. Like, he really felt like he was
That's real though.
too large, and like he just was like, wow, these guys are way above my league. So I'm like, I don't give a shit about them. I mean, they're not. It's I'm not saying it's an inspiration, but you know, you see all walks of life there. They're not everyone's like a god there. I mean, there are people that are just trying to figure it out too, and like get into whatever ideal shape look that they're trying to do, and people are just trying to go there and do
They're
that.
not noticing anybody else.
Yeah,
They're-
and that's
they're
true.
there
Everybody's
for-
usually. Well, everybody does stare, but in the end, they're really only care about themselves working out.
Well,
But
you saying that Thanksgiving, Zach, Isaiah was talking to Zach, and Zach, he's kind of like, you know, the same, doesn't know what, and Zach's like, like he mentioned, art got me into the gym, and I was.
but gyms too, everybody is looking at you, but you just kind of have to.
But
It's
they're
just
not-
kind of like
the
just
ones
checking
who
out
are
what-
really. Art doesn't go to the gym to look at other
that's true.
people.
Actually, and the ones that are like shredded or usually have their headphones on, there's
and
like I don't
they're
give a shit
there to
about
do
anything
business.
except for trying to do
Yes.
my workout.
Yeah.
So
Like
Exactly.
Zach, like gave Isaiah some like it doesn't matter, just go.
last quick question. What's your go-to music for a hardcore workout? So it's
You know what? I have
just genre then, or
It's-
artists.
I've been playing my wedding list, honestly.
Isn't that love songs?
No, I had a. That's right, you were drunk. No, there's actually
I
good music.
wasn't. Actually,
No, they were
wasn't.
really good songs.
Oh,
No,
okay. It was
I
more
had-
like dance music.
It's a mix. No, I had EDM, I had 80s, I had R&B, I had all time. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's not one go-to. Even today I was listening to, I don't know why I was playing Morgan,
Wallen.
yeah, Wallen with, Post Malone. I just picked a song and it just all of a sudden started playing these country-ish pop songs. I'm like, okay, I could listen to this for a little bit. So it's just whatever your mood is.
You can work out to anything.
Oh, anything. I don't care. It's just honestly, the music just like helps me not think about working out. It just puts me in a space where I'm like, I'm not just, it's not dead silence, or I'm not like listening to other people. I'm just like, whatever.
Focused.
Distraction.
You wearing earbuds or over the ear?
Oh, earbuds.
All right.
Earbuds.
And Chris, what's your go-to?
Nipsey Hussle.
Weird. Oh, what?
Nipsey Hussle, Grinding All My Life.
That's the song?
Or
Yeah.
even Kendrick would be really good.
Yeah. Hip hop, basically hip hop.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, guys. I'm going to go ahead and cut it. Don't hang up. I'm going to end the recording, but don't hang up because I got to make sure it just
downloads.
It usually takes like a minute just for it to fully download. So, but I'm going to go ahead and cut it right here. But thanks for coming on late night. Appreciate it.
I know.
Adios, amigos.
Oh, see? Chris is doing it off her iPad.
Is it stop recording or is it still recording?